Oh hey internet, what's up? Welcome back to Chimera, welcome back to the Type QQ Gaming channel, and welcome back to what could possibly be like some of the last videos. I think we're kind of like at the last, second to the last video, but it looks like we're going to pick up, what is it, one of the unlockables here real quick that we missed in the first run. It looks like it's just a little quick video of this sort, as I can pull back the veil and say that I do have kind of a backlog of videos. So I'm figuring we don't really have much left. Which is good because I'm already starting the backlog for the DFO series, provided that the poll still sticks. I think there's a few more hours in it at the time of this recording. So if you and it looks like it might actually win or by like a few votes, like maybe like 2 to 4 votes. So if you're completely abject to the idea of watching a UFO stream, do make sure you go in there and shut that down if you don't want it. But as an odd side, you know, it's strange how quick time flies when you're playing those type of games. You know, I just made a really quick half-hour video, but you know, barely got out of the tutorial essentially. Very strange. Would have never suspected that. But a couple other channel and news and announcements. Well, not particularly channel, but for those who watch all the videos and not just like kind of here and there. I kind of lost my shit early this morning, late last night, during a Toho video. I suppose if you're the sort that likes to watch yours truly like lose his shit and go off, you know, on one of his classic insulting bullshit rants, you know, you've got a gem. Otherwise, you know, it is an ugly video, and I always kind of feel shitty about it and embarrassed to kind of be a part of it, that sort of thing. So you know, officially, you know, I do apologize. Sorry for being such an asshole. And unofficially, you know, like, there you go. There's a cool little, you know, Type QQ's a big jerk, you know, rip off AVGN type of stuff, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to make it known that I know it's known, you know. It's not one of, you know, it happens, you know. I think everyone kind of loses their shit every once in a while. And I think just with that game, and maybe shmups in general, you know, every so often you just kind of, you feel like you're just stuck in one place, and you just get more frustrated and frustrated the longer you kind of stick in this sort of limbo. But here we are talking about everything besides Khimera. So it looks like we picked up that last, well, not maybe the last, but that unlockable in that last stage. So here we are in the second to last stage. And what seemed pretty interesting is that the sort of the shadowy picture was like a group photo. So maybe just like Mega Man, I do believe this could be that sort of review stage. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out. I know the first time I was playing it, I was pretty excited. I was like, oh, here we go. An interesting thing I had in my mind was that, like, how is this going to be kind of like formatted and set up? Because, you know, my strategy of beating the bosses one-on-one was actually pretty like fast and loose. You know, just like rush them down, punch them up, and not really worry about my health. So I was like, well, you know, like, oh shit, like I actually had like not much strategy when facing the bosses the first time or the second time, you know. I was just kind of just spam punching them, you know, especially with the dash there. So, you know, much like Mega Man fashion, if it is kind of much like Mega Man, you know, I'm gonna have to worry about, shit, I would have liked that food, huh? Actually, there's something else I need to bring up now that I'm noticing that we're vacuuming up the gems there. There's sort of a lost video of this series. I had started a video, and within 2 or 3 minutes, the baby woke up and cried, and I was just like, oh, had to stop the video, and I wasn't really gonna like edit it all together and splice it all together like I probably should have. I just canned it, but during that video, I was able to pick up the dreaded and infamous unlockable like trading card thing that was on the roof in the town. Yeah, maybe I just didn't try thorough enough, but yeah, Lodo Cody, I believe his name is pronounced on the channel, pretty much gave me the keys to the kingdom on that one. He said, "This is how you do it, you stupid asshole." And I was like, I don't know if you're right, and he was right. So there you go. And not only did we get that unlockable, we mucked around in town as well, doing a little like side quests that eventually led to the item that what am I saying? That allows the gems to kind of vacuum to you. And God knows I'm looking at that and I'm going, oh shit, that's what we want. Oh, but took a corner of the crate to the skull. Yes, so unfortunately there is a short video that we threw away with my baby's dirty diaper, but I don't think it's really all that important. I mean, granted, yeah, it was a couple unlockables, but more or less it was just a one big jump for one, and then just running back and forth through town for the other. Not a whole lot of action. I mean, in retrospect, I should have kept it and edited it in somewhere. Oh, more death here. But so it is. When we get a chance, we ought to really find out how many more fairies are left, because there can't be too many more. I think before we started these last 3 levels, we were at 20, and there are 25 fairies, and we have picked up a couple already. So I wonder if there is like maybe 1 or 2 left. Fuck that watch, right? Did that come through? I'm surprised I have not sworn on that watch more. My girlfriend has this sort of fitness watch that's like rigged to go off like all the goddamn time. I have no idea why, but now it's not so much a fitness watch as it is just a like a I don't know what to say, just something that pisses me off now, I guess. But yeah, good thing there's infinite lives in this game, because this sort of cramped elevator challenge here, this part of the stage where these sort of it goes up and down, has been kind of wrecking me. I mean, of course, it takes, yeah, there's really no surprise that it's just a matter of patience. I gotta get that. The saddest thing about that unlockable there is that it's really not that hard to get. I just feel like I'm overthinking it, and I think there's some trick to it than there really is. I mean, once we get it, we get it. But I really thought there was like, oh well, you have to be here for this part and you have to be there for that part. But as I was looking, I'm like, there's no real safe spots, you know, other than just being quick. You know, you can't be up here, you can't be down there. You know, this is the only safe spot right here, this area between those two platforms. Yeah. And there it is there. However, we kind of... There we go. I mean, and really just that simple, you know? You wouldn't think it took us so long to actually do the most obvious thing, but... I mean, that's kind of the thing sometimes in video games when there's like a obviously placed, you know, out in the open item. You're like, man, it's, you know, it's got to be harder to get it than just the obvious, you know, charge into it real quick and do that. But I guess that's what overthinking will get you sometimes. So that dude is actually a pretty. Oh, here we go. Off to some more. The cafeteria guy is the sort of the MVP of this all, and we'll get to that. We'll get to him in just a moment. Now the bosses will give you a little bit of health, but you can actually come back to this guy, and he'll fill you up. So here are the other bosses as well. Excuse me, as well. So all that, you know, thinking I had, or worry I had about, like, oh shit, we have to really conserve our health and not, you know, just rush him down. It's like we have to find like a strategy to, you know, to beat all these bosses in one life, other than just kind of rushing them down and with reckless abandon and not worry about our own health. Because as we'll show, we can go right back to Cafeteria Man. However, I think we're just kind of facing her because we're not too bad off on health. Pretty bad jump there. In fact, we're kind of just getting beat up pretty poorly. I mean, granted, we defeated her in short order, but yeah, and that's pretty awesome. Certainly takes the stress out of this whole sort of review boss stage. I feel though now that sort of guy's there to, you know, heal you up. Maybe these bosses should have been like more like EX bosses or sort of harder mode bosses with some new attacks, because it really just feels like they're you know, the same that you faced in the first time. And there goes that boss as well. And I feel this boss is sometimes, I feel it's probably the easiest once you figure out the trick. You can just kind of like, just pound her in the corner. And of course, we had to get that cheesy achievement as well. Yeah, so that's all them, huh? And well, I mean, we got 93% of our of treasure there, so I don't know if that's all of it or not. Yeah, all of it, or at least on the unlockable side, and got all that as well. So I think that was all the fairies. I think the achievement popped up, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh, cool. So it was the last fairy. Very good, very good. Berserker mode, kind of like Super Saiyan. So yeah, so everything's kind of doubled, I suppose. Double damage, but you take double damage as well. I mean, I'm almost, you know, I kind of like that idea just because I can spam attacks faster than, you know, most bosses can. Yeah, Berserk race unlocked. You know, I can spam attacks faster than a lot of attacks can come at me. So. But that's going to be it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, do all that stuff, and we'll come back and play some more later.